Hey, gig workers. I thought I would have a little fun since I'm still doing this. I will. This is a 3-day weekend. I will work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday as much as I can. And I'm doing this because I am investing in my future, and it's a chance of a lifetime. I will upload a video sharing that story, but I have to suck it up and work as if I am dead broke to be able to pay off the credit that I borrowed interest free in time. And I will. By next Tuesday, I cashed out a lot of my stocks. You know what? All of my stocks. This will lead up to that video, so you have an idea of what I'm doing. I'm taking a chance. Instead of being a wuss, instead of living the same way, instead of just living the struggle, poor man mindset, I don't want to live the rest of my life going, that's so expensive. I can't afford that. I want to afford it. I want to stay afloat with inflation. And that's why I'm doing everything that I'm doing. But let's go back to the gig working. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm going to keep track of my miles. I'm going to fill up my gas tank now. See if I could do it on a full tank of gas. I will be food delivering and shopping. Whatever comes about, I am ready for my day. And when I mean ready, I have ice in my cooler bags. I have snacks. These are some grapes. There's a spoon in here and a snack here. And I have a bag of pretzels in my car. I have a couple of bottles of water. And I have 2 coffees. I prefer making my own coffee. I'm not someone to go, not that I dislike Starbucks, but to give $5 or $6 for a cup of coffee that's overfilled with sugar. I like cheap instant coffee with a touch of creamer in it and a couple of ice cubes. And I made 2 because I don't plan on coming home until tonight. And I have my dinner in the fridge ready to go in the toaster oven. El Cheapo tonight. Pizza bread, which is delicious if you make it right. Put a little vegetables. Whatever I had left over. I made these amazing French toast pizza breads that I could just stick in this toaster oven when I get home. So I am going to create an iMovie. I'm going to share my day with you, and let's see how much money I can earn Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday for the hours I'm capable of working. And let's see how many miles I drive, and let's see if I can do it on 1 tank of gas. All right, stay tuned. Hello, everyone. I'm here to gas up. Let me show you something. I am going to save 15 cents off of a gallon. And I'm also, you see right there, 15 cents off of a gallon. And I'll also save an additional 8 cents because I'm an Instacart shopper and I hit some kind of milestone. So that's 23 cents a 23 cents off of each gallon. That's pretty cool. At least doing this video makes the journey a little more fun. If this angers people, that if anyone watches me that is very successful and they were raised and they're lucky, privileged, in a way they're lucky. Depends how you look at it. When I should be working on my business a half a day and just working a half a night, a half a day. It's very angering to set aside building an online business in this situation, this example, because that's the answer to my growth, creating more streams of residual income working in my favor. I have all the skills I need and everything set up for me to push forward to developing a WooCommerce website. But life gets busy, life gets hard, life is more expensive than ever. And I took a chance in life. This is why I like to watch AMTV. Go check him out. I believe in his vision. He's a great motivator, but he always says, he has diamond nuts, and I happen to agree with him. I have diamond ovaries. I'm putting it all on the line to change my life in a way that nobody in my environment will ever live. I will. And I know that. And these are the hard choices you got to make. Good thing I'm a bubbly person, because when I'm out in the field, it's nice to have a little chit chat with people in the industry. You make friends. You keep that positive attitude. Life could be a lot worse. I could not be healthy. Health is wealth. But to set aside something that is the answer, well, it is the answer for me, in addition to becoming a savvy stock market investor, which I will start reinvesting again, but in a different way. I'll share that in another video. And owning utility crypto, and promoting apps that generate leads, that when they use it, I generate a little income, saving money at the gas pump, stretching my dollar. I'm doing all the right things. I banged out 2 major credit cards in the year 2022, one of the hardest economic times in the past 150 years. So, it's just, you put it all together. I'm rambling. I knew I couldn't wait to do one video to share all of this, because it would just be too much for me to handle. I'm not as good as AMTV. He's really on his mark. So I would check him out. So stay tuned. I'm getting gas, and I'll let you know how many miles, how much money I earn each day, and let's rock and roll. I'll see you later. Bye. It's 12:42, and I'm finally turning on the apps. When you do everything yourself and you get yourself prepared, you can't delegate. People who are privileged, they delegate. Oh, they have the option to delegate. Do my laundry, take care of my home, do these errands for me while I work on my business to become more successful, while I gain more skills to put to good use so I can create more streams of income to become more successful. See what I mean? That's the difference of someone creating something from nothing and someone who's privileged, that they don't have to make those hard choices. They don't have to live without. And like I've said in other videos that I've uploaded recently, many people would never live the way I'm living. It would kill them. It would devastate them. It would be beneath them. It's below them. You got to make things happen for yourself. I still feel the United States of America is the land of opportunity. I just listened to a register cashier woman. We were making lighthearted conversation. Another cashier said, "Oh, it's Martin Luther King's. That's what the holiday is," and she said something sweet in remembrance. And the woman that was serving me, her native country is India. She went on and on and on and on. She made a face about what the other woman said, but she went on and on about how great her country is, and every country has a special person during their times. And she gave me this whole history lesson, and I was like, well, thank you for the history lesson. And I was thinking to myself, but you're in America earning money. Meanwhile, you made a face, you rolled your eyes, and you talked about you and your country. You can go back. Earn the money you earn here at your native country, in your native country. Don't you think? That's just an example of, it's disturbing when stuff like that, you witness it all the time. Go back to where you came from. Don't like it? You can leave. You have a choice. All right, stay tuned. 12:45. Apps are going on. See you later. Bye. This was not easy. This was a 3-order batch. Pays almost $70. And it was not easy. There was a strategy. Put it together. You have the sodas. You have cases of water. Communication. It's not as easy as people think. But I'll see what the outcome is of they added products as I was shopping. So not a bad deal. But you see, you have to have a strategy. You have to be organized. You have to be on your game. I even wrote names on products. And I'm ready to cash out now. And I'm going to scan out and do all the produce myself. Let's see if I can do it. Good. I scanned myself out. I only needed assistance twice because the machine acted a little wacky. That's the front seat. I had to move things around. It's not that easy, guys. 3 cases of 24-pack waters on top of mini cases of 12-pack waters. This is one order here. Now I have to get this to 3 locations. It's all local. And then that there. Here we go. I'm going to show you a few screenshots. I'm just going to screen record on my phone to make it easier, but I will be adding it to the iMovie because it ended up becoming an iMovie earlier in the day. I did hit, I earned $172.42 today. I'm very proud of that. Considering I didn't turn on the apps until 12:45, I drove 105 miles, 105.8 miles. That was a lot. However, 20 of those miles was Parkway miles. It was a choice. There was no traffic today. But you see the deductible? $69.30. That's today's deductible for mileage. That's crazy. I think that it's in the 60 cents range. I forget exactly what it is, but it's high. They're paying you for mileage. It's a great deductible, and it's all legit. So I just scared myself out. I only needed assistance a couple of times, and you know what, 3 times, because I was like, how do I have to scan those waters? There's a young woman there that I worked with at a ShopRite store 4 years ago. And she has a lot of amazing qualities as a worker in the food store industry. I think she does, because she's on her game. She's a lot younger than me. You know, at least I say 20 years. Okay, 18. And she was one of the people, when I was up at the counter, I was using the self-checkout machine. She had to come over and she showed me how they have a special button just for the cases of water because it's something they sell all the time. I'm learning how to become a better cashier because I've been cashiering myself out. And that's good, because you learn a lot. And there's a lot of work involved. I made sure I doubled 4 sets of bags before I even started breaking down, checking out the 3 order batch. You have to be organized. While I was shopping, you know, Gabby was on top and a couple of things on the bottom. Linda was in the middle and all the cases of water on the bottom. Oh, Maria was the bag in front, and I had to label a couple of them because I needed more room. It was a 3-batch order. It wasn't that easy. I earned $68.66, but as you can see, tips, $49.12. Batch earnings, a 3-order batch, $19.54. 3 hours and 45 minutes. That included, I was right around the corner when I accepted it. I just took it real quick because I was right down the block. I pulled right into the parking lot, but I shopped. And 3 drop-offs, all in the same town. The shop and the 3 drop-offs. But you see, it's not easy. You see how little they pay you? So with my dumpling business, charging a fair base pay and working for tips is not so unbelievable, because even with Uber, Grubhub, gig workers, Shipped, Instacart, Spark, the shoppers are working for tips. $19 for a 3-batch order. $19.54. They might as well go, ha ha, we'll let you work for tips. Like that woman that wanted me to work for free. She go, you work for tips. You my friend. You work for tips. unbelievable. I have yet to accept an order from that place ever again, and I'll never be a customer. I don't respect people like that. It's disturbing. What else here? Oh, I earned $103.76 with Uber, and I think all my tips came in. Oh, and I showed you that. What else? So I'm doing this because I'm setting myself up. I'm investing in my future. I'm creating a retirement plan for myself, a la carte, because we have entered 2023, and I feel the year 2023 and entering 2024 is a once in a lifetime chance to set up generational wealth. And I'm not just speaking about crypto. I'm speaking about the stock market too. I sold all my stock, and everything will be cleared, and I will have access to it on Tuesday. And whatever I'm earning now, and I'm paying off a credit card, and it has to be paid off by Friday, I'm going to pay it off by Wednesday, or really maybe even Tuesday, because I don't want to be charged over, I think it's close to $500 interest, because it'll be accruing interest. It was a chance to borrow money interest-free, and I took a chance. And I took that money and I bought into artificial intelligence. And I've spoken about this in videos a long time ago, but a year and a half went really quick. And when you're earning minimal money, and I did bang out 2 major credit cards and life and bills, and I did many other things, I have no regrets, because I'm not going to do a separate video about it until I'm really good and ready. So I might as well share that information with you now. I borrowed money, and I bought 55 shares of an artificial intelligence product called Flippy, and it's not a joke, that is already being used in major fast food restaurants, and it's replacing humans. And they also have many other machineries that they're working on. And I got in as an early investor, and I bought the shares for $55 and change. I'm sorry. I think it was 53 off the top of my head. It was $56 and change. And I own 55 shares. So I will be sharing that in the future. I have to figure out how I'm going to roll that out. But let's go back to, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to create generational wealth. I'm just setting up a retirement plan for myself, a la carte style. That's how I see it. And that includes my websites. The more streams of income I'll be creating online that will be working in my favor even when I'm sleeping. You know, when you put it all together, I'm creating a much better financial standing for myself, position that I'll never have to, I can adjust to inflation. I can adjust. Inflation will always be here. I can adjust without that extreme worry, without, got to cut corners. You got to do this. You got to do that. I can't do this. I can't do that. Just go to work. I will always work. But my life continues to get easier financially. And even though you witnessed someone go through a very tough time, it was worth it. I have no regrets. I look forward to Tuesday. I see no reason why. Maybe I would have to wait one day because it's a 3-day weekend for that to settle. By Wednesday, that's going to be paid off. And I got a taste and experience of borrowing money debt-free and did something good with it for my future. And once I paid my car payment, my car insurance, interest-free because I had no money. I just didn't say anything. And it held me over. And I'm just making it as per usual. It was worth it. It's so worth it. I'm starting over. All the stocks that I sold, I'm going to rebuy them back for half the price. That's how bad I think this is going to get. Chance of a lifetime. I'm getting a second chance, an instant replay, and I understand everything I'm doing. If I didn't experience it all, I wouldn't have learned or gained any knowledge, any understanding, any financial education. It's so worth it. And I listen to all these channels, especially Gregory Mannarino, AMTV. I also like Me Kevin. I like so many of them. Oh, Minority Mindset. Watch him. That's one I never gave a shout out to. He is incredible. It sinks in after a while. Dave Ramsey, I'm taking everything they're sharing and I'm creating it on my own. I believe in live debt free. I'm following in Dave Ramsey's, his examples, his experience. But then I also listen to so many other people, and it's just the opportunities. It's just like, boom! It's just coming so fast that I don't want to be bothered. I just want to stay focused. I just want to move ahead. I want to earn money every day until one day I wake up and I go, I don't have to go to work. And I'm already feeling the relief and the calmness of a better lifestyle because I'm 2 major credit cards down and now I'm going to be 3. That's one less credit card payment I need to pay every month. And starting next month, there's no reason why I can't send in 2 payments toward my car because I don't have those 3 bills anymore. And the holidays are over. The holidays added so much more things to do, money to spend, extra planning, and I did it. And I made the handful of people in my life happy and I gave them time. Now, I'll see you later. I'll touch base. That's all I can do right now. I'm not letting this pass me by. I am witnessing many groups of people that I've worked with over the years and their acquaintances or neighbors. They're in their 60s. And now I'm watching them. They're panicking behind closed doors. I know exactly what's going on. You know someone well enough. You witness, you watch. Nah. In my 60s, I'm going to be waking up every day going, I think it's going to happen before that. It's already starting to happen now. I earned money while I was sleeping. I made wise investments. My car needs some work. Let me cash out some stocks. I'm going to use the stocks as credit cards instead of using credit cards in the future. I'm setting myself up for a better way of using my money to live comfortably with a lot less stress and a lot less stress on my body too. Okay, this was a long video. Tomorrow, I'm hoping to break 170. Sunday, 170. I guess that's my number. And I didn't start until 1:45. Let's see what it brings. I'll see you soon. Have a good one. Bye, everybody. To support, there's so much to tell. To support what I just shared with you about investing in artificial intelligence, machinery, robots that are being incorporated into fast food buildings. McDonald's. I live in the heart of a village, and down the street, across the street, there's a Mickey D's that they revamped it. It took them about, I say 4 months, and I went in there tonight to use the bathroom because I haven't received any Uber Eats orders to there yet. I guess they'll turn that back on once they get all the glitches out because it just opened a couple of weeks ago. It was half the staff. A little less tables, and what took place of the middle section in front of the counter, 2 touchscreen screens to place your order. Half the customers that go in will use the touchscreen screen. The order will be sent to the back, and they got, people in the back end working instead of a lot of people on the front end working. They still had to register, and they were still taking orders. I saw somebody walking up to the counter. It's a beautiful building. It's all revamped. Same thing happened here. There's a Taco Bell down the street. I get a lot of orders I have gotten many orders to the Taco Bell. And I was just discussing this with my family when I visited them over the holidays. They won't even take an order at the counter. They don't do it. They will take your money if you can't pay on the machine. But most people, they're telling people, if you come here, you got to do everything on the machine. We're only here to prepare your food and hand it to you. They will not take an order from the counter. Those days are over. It is fully set up with artificial intelligence. In addition to the back line of preparing the food, the machinery used, of course they need people, but they only need half the people. You know what I'm saying? So to invest in something, I struggled to have those 55 shares. I borrowed $3,200, interest free. I thought I was so sure I would pay it off so much faster, but I also paid off other major bills. And I got rid of the two major bills with interest rate and variable, which is so bad. You learn that when you listen to these videos. You really understand what you've gotten yourself into. And I also understand even if you have a set amount, minimum payment, no variable, but you're paying more because inflation, the interest rates are going so high. But it was wiser to keep the car payment and get rid of the ones that were, they were really high. I took a chance in life. No one believed in me, so I did what I had to do. But I see that, and that's why I feel this is something to invest in. And I want to do it again before the end of the year, at least one more run. And if it means shutting up, working 30 days straight, paying a double car payment, and paying my bills, we all have bills, but sock some money away and buy some more artificial intelligence so I can leave it and let it grow for my retirement years when I'm a little older. It's a no-brainer, in my opinion, because Taco Bell, they won't even take an order. Mickey D's across the street now, and the one down the street, all the Mickey D's around here, except for one, have been revamped. Well, do you think all the rest of them aren't? That's what's happening. They're putting machines in. You're doing all the work. I feel Wendy's will follow lead. The Wendy's around here are really old. It's time to upgrade. Time to upgrade. You want stronger people behind the line preparing good quality food, and they're all about freshness. You wait a little longer for that fast food. What else? I said Taco Bell, Wendy's, well, those kind of places, guys. Burger King, that's another one. They're going to be revamped. They have to. They have to stay up with the times. So I'm going to invest at least the second half of 2023. I will be investing into artificial intelligence for the robotics, for the fast food industry. And me being a food delivery person, I get to see, I get to go into all of them, and I'm paying attention to what's going on, and I'm like, wow, tonight, I went across the street, half the staff was there. And that place, they stay open late. There's always a lot of, people hanging around. It was very different. All right. Now this video is super duper long. I hope you enjoyed all the information I shared with you. A once in a lifetime opportunity for our lives. Everything is changing so fast. You gotta take a chance, or stay the same, or get left behind, or struggle even harder, and that's not happening for me. As I get older, it will continue to get easier money-wise. It's just already happening. It was all worth it, and it will continue to be worth it. So stay tuned. All right, guys. Have a good one. Bye for now. One more thing. There's just so much to tell. Now, checking myself out at the food stores. Even just like I did at BJ's. I can tell you that By the time I finished shopping, the cart was getting heavier and heavier and heavier. It's a physical job, getting all those cases onto the cart, situating everything constantly so it's nice and neat, organized. So when you get up to the register to cash yourself out, to check yourself out, you have to be organized. That's a lot of lifting, a lot of moving. Just constant movement, constant doing. I can see by the time I was pushing myself out, I was thinking, oh my God, I'm so sore. Being a cashier is backbreaking. It really is. You're constantly moving. In addition to, you got to be smart. I'm going to be aces because I was looking up products. And then I was like, oh, let me type in the code. There you go. Then I was like, hey, how else can I do this? And they showed me. They showed me. I'm just going to get better and better and better, but it's backbreaking. My body, I'm telling you, it's an amazing workout. It's very tiring. And then you're pushing the cart and you're going through the store and the cart's getting heavier and heavier and heavier and you're lifting things. Don't ever let someone make you feel as if that's not hard work. I could see why I went down at my last job because I just kept pushing it to the limits. And I was like, for the money, it's just not worth it. It was just, oh my God, it's exhausting. And I'm only going to get better and better and better. I think I got everything now because I'm telling you, I left the store and I was like, holy cow. My lower back, like my middle lower back. And while I was walking, I was like, whoo, I feel that. How can you not? Constant movement, constant lifting. It's just constant. And imagine a cashier always doing that in one little spot all day long with those long shifts. That's tough. I think I got it. Okay, guys. I'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye. Of course, there's more. Why is there more? Because when I left the store, I had to put that stuff into my car. And then once I got situated, I had to deliver that. And each house had at least 5 or 6 steps to get up to. And one of those orders had 3 large cases of water with a small case of water, and I pushed it to the limit because she was at least 25 years older than me. And I was like, oh, ma'am, it's okay. And I put it in a foyer. She was like, oh, I've never seen you before. And I was like, oh, I live in Freeport. I've been working in Instacart for about a year. She was like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. She was very nice. She said her daughter-in-law did all the ordering for her. She even came out and grabbed a bag. That's a lot of work. One order, the other order had that bubbly soda, 4 cases, and then I had a mini case of Canadian Dry and, half gallons of juice. And you got to deliver all of that. Getting out of your car. You got to be physical again. You have to lift. You have to walk up steps. It's not easy. So when people actually, like that one person, that was the one with the cases of water, they gave me a $35 tip. Think of it, it was either $34 or $35. They paid for the service because that person actually understands how backbreaking being a shopper in the field is. That's a fact. And now if you want to speed up things and stay up at the times, you're cashing yourself out, so you're even working harder. And you're using your own car, and when you get there, you got to deliver it. So I feel my prices are just right for my dumpling business, and I work for tips. I don't have any regrets telling those 2 customers right off the bat. You're already telling me that you don't want to tip me, and one proved me right. Don't take the no tippers. He didn't tip me. He said, I'll tip you later. He never tipped me. He didn't appreciate the service. Then go yourself. It's back-breaking work. And you got to be smart. You have to be. All right. I'm just going to say goodbye now. Goodbye.